Hey, thanks for checking out Nuts and Bolts with Tone. Today, I'm going to talk to you about something that's really cool. I've been seeing this on Instagram a lot. I see a lot of people talk about this tool brand, and I see a lot of people share on Instagram to show how much they like this product. So I actually just got my hands on it, and we're going to do an unboxing. And then after that, I will show you this in use. Now they also sent me a couple little special items. I'm going to talk about it because before this video, they only made one tool. And that one tool I'll show you. And then they sent me a couple new tools that are brand new to them and they just started making them. We're going to check them out right now. Again, thanks for checking out Nuts and Bolts with Tone. Here we are with an Observer Tools unboxing. Let's get into it. Here we are with a box. All I have done is cut it open. All right, so here we go. There's a box. Okay, boom. Open it up. Got a couple little flappers there. All right, now this is pretty cool because they sent me a tool here, a nice little Observer toolbox. So let's see what's inside of this box. And then we'll get into what's left. All right. So we got a nice little box here, Observer Tools. Okay. Now, gonna open this thing up. Got a little card telling us here how we're gonna get started. Now this is a flashlight with a lifetime craftsmanship warranty. Okay. And they're going to tell you to remove, all right, so remove the battery insulation tape. It looks like a white disc. All right, so there we go. Lifetime warranty on craftsmanship. Observer Tools. Here we go. Now this has a nice feel to it. It has a nice little telescoping end here. It looks like maybe that's going to change how it works. Okay, it's got a nice little button here on the side, little belt clip. Okay, that's going to come in handy, and it's a good size. It's not super, like it's long, which is what I want. I want a flashlight that I can hold on to, and I want a flashlight that's not super small, but I don't want it to be super big either. And this actually seems to be a pretty good size. I actually like this size of this flashlight. So let's see. Step one, they wanted us to open up the back and remove the white disc. So let's do that. Let's check this out. All right. So there's the back. Got a little nice back. Okay. So here we go. Got a little white disc, and it even comes with its own little frisbee. If you have Barbies, if you have a daughter, there's a frisbee for the Barbies. All right. So let's see if, because I pushed the button and nothing happened. So let's see. All right, so there we go. We got a nice fat battery in there. So let's see how this thing is going. All right, let's see. How hard do you have to push this down? Okay, all right. It's got to give it just a little bit of a twist. All right, so let's see. Oh, it comes charged. There we go. I love it. All right, where we can actually see, but it's got a nice feel to it. And you can see that as we screw it out, it's a little bit longer, maybe about an inch longer. But I'll tell you what, this has it's got different, okay, we got different modes. All right, so we got that mode there. It's kind of hard to tell. I know we got lines going across the screen, but that's just because my fluorescent lights, there are no. And then we got like a dim. All right. So we'll check that out in the dark, definitely, where we can actually see what that's going to do. And we will look at this under the hood of a car, so we can really see what it's going to do. All right. So let's see what else this thing comes with. All right. So we got a nice little assortment here. Okay, we got an iPhone, plugs into an iPhone. We got the the old USB for the older Samsungs. And then we have the newer one. I think this is the USB-C. This is what my Samsung has. But my wife's has this one here. So there we go. We got a couple of those. All right. So also comes with a batteries. So I guess in case of emergency, you can throw some batteries in there. And that way you can still have a flashlight. All right. So let's see what it says about this. So if it comes with all of this, charging flashlight. Twist to the head of the flashlight to access the charging port. You may need to turn on the inner rubber ring. All right, so let's see what we got here. So they want you to, oh, there we go. Okay. All right. All right. So this is going to use the older style USB. So what I'm gathering, and I'll have to read about this, but so we have this plug here, and this plug here is going to, all right, so we're going to plug in there, and then we have the USB, and that's going to be to charge it. So now, what I'm gathering here is now by having this same cord, you can plug in. Now we're in a pickle, right? We're in emergency. I am gathering now. I have to read about this, but I'm gathering that we plug that USB in there, and you can plug your phone into here, and it will charge your phone or pull battery off your phone, or pull battery off of this to give you your phone. Now that would actually be really cool if you're out somewhere and you are in a pickle and you have no battery for your phone. So we will have to read about that, but that is my guess. And as an automotive detective, I think it's a pretty good guess. All right, so that is the Observer Tools flashlight. This is actually really cool. Thank you, Observer Tools. I'm actually really excited. And then now, what do we have here? We have two more boxes. So, this one says 1/4 inch. Okay, and at the time when I talked to Observer Tools, they only made flashlights. So let's check this out. All right, so we have a 1/4 inch ratchet with a rotating head, okay? So this thing rotates around. You can use it all around. You can use it all different ways, right? So we're going to angle it, just a regular ratchet, all right? It's got a, all right, turn the knob there. That's got a nice feel to it. Just got a little click, which is kind of good. Kind of tells you when it's actually engaged. But then we got this big handle. What in the world's this handle for? Oh, here we go. All right. So let's say we got this thing out here like this, and we want a little bit of leverage, like a T-handle. Check that out. That's actually pretty handy. Got the Observer Tools. Got the nice little telescoping. All right. You can kind of get an angle on it. So if you're kind of down there like that, you know, kind of whatever. Or if you just need it like a nut driver type of deal. All right. So that's pretty cool right there. That's pretty interesting. Ratchet with a T-handle built in. Never seen one of those. All right. We'll have to try that. It's got a little bit of meat to it. This thing's got a little bit of meat. So it looks like this little 1/4 inch ratchet right here could actually put in a little bit of work. Because it's kind of beefy. Actually, it's not kind of beefy. It's really beefy. All right. So we got that. And now we got the 3/8. Let's check these out. Let's see what we got. All right. So we have a ratchet. Let's look at these side by side. All right. So we have these two ratchets. Now this is actually pretty cool because these things are the same size. Look at that. They are, oh, whoops, hang on. Turn this one around. So let's look. These things look identical. Look at that. Exactly the same size, same everything. but one's a 3/8 and one is a 1/4. Now this 1/4 right here, man, even a 1/4 inch, this thing's going to be a beast. This thing, you got to be careful with this one, because this ratchet here, this has got some meat to it. Now the 3/8, now this looks like you could really break some bolts loose with this thing, because it's not a little pansy. This thing has definitely got some serious meat to it. So we'll see. This one's got a nice little telescoping head as well. Let's see if this one has the click as well. Kind of a little click to let you know. All right. Got the T-handle on this one as well. We're going to open that one up. There it is. Nice little T-handle. Put that there. Has a nice feel to it there. Has a very nice feel. I could seriously imagine breaking some stuff loose with this. This is something that I can see myself using right here. Yeah, I can, man, we're going to be checking this out. We're going to be putting this thing through the ringer, because it definitely has some meat to it. And I foresee this thing to put in some work. So we're going to check this out. It's got a nice logo on there, Observer Tools. So we will check these out. So what do they say here? Observer Tools. Let's see. All right. Don't really say anything else. Made in Taiwan. So about all I see on there. So I'm assuming that these also have a warranty. Most companies have a warranty nowadays. So we're going to check these out. We're going to definitely take these guys to work and put these through the paces on some cars, some trucks, maybe a Duramax. Maybe I got a Duramax I'm going to put this thing through some work on. All right, so let's check these out. So let's see what's happening in the field with some real life testing. All right. Okay, so I've been using this flashlight for about I think about a week and a half, because I had a couple days off. I really like this flashlight. So this is what my Stinger looked like, you know, comparison in size. And then if you want to compare what the two look like, I mean, that's a lot of difference of flashlight. It is a lot smaller and it's a lot lighter. Yeah, it's definitely a lot lighter. I like this one. So this one, it comes with, so the one good thing is, one of the things that I really like at work, and I like it so much that when I have to do work at home, I bring it home, is on my belt I have a clip. I have a flashlight clip, and the flashlight clip is a Streamlight flashlight clip for this to fit in. And I mean, you know, you can see the thickness of this flashlight, and then if you look at the thickness of this flashlight, it's a lot thinner. So this one actually, when I take it out of my holster, I actually have to push my holster up against my belt. Because my holster will pop off my belt. So I have to push my holster up against my belt to get this out, otherwise I pull it off. And sometimes when I'm laying down on my creeper and I pull it out, it actually comes off just because of the way I'm laying. Now, one of the cool things is that, so this comes with a belt clip, okay? So if you were, you know, if you didn't have that, if you used a belt, if you wanted to have a clip, you know, whatever, your pocket, whatever, there's the belt clip, and that actually works. I did that for a few days. I kept my Stinger in my holster, and I hung this on my belt clip, on my belt, and I would take it out and compare it in different situations. And then I ended up just taking this off and completely leaving the Stinger put away, and then giving this the full, like, everyday, all day run through. And this actually fits in my holster really well. It comes out of my holster really well. My holster doesn't come off my belt. So I really like that aspect. And the other features that I haven't used, you know, and I talked about when I did the unboxing, there's the power cable, and there's also the cable. There's also the little battery clip that you can put in irregular batteries. So the other cool feature, and now this has actually come in handy quite often. Now you can see the size of this. It's probably 1.25 inches-ish, probably. So that's a picture of a magnet. So that's actually really cool, because I've done that, had to do this a couple times. So I just put this on the hood of the car, and then can point it in different directions as a quick, just, you know, I need to get one of those holders that you can maneuver around to, you know, move the flashlight and shine it in different areas. I have a lot of different lights, but I definitely like this flashlight, this Observer Tools flashlight. Okay, so here is my comparison. This is my Streamlight Stinger that I've used for many, many years. I have one at home and one at work. Now this is what it looks like when I shine it here in the dark in my garage. So as you can see, it's got a really bright light in the middle where you almost, it's too bright, you almost can't see anything because it's just an odd color. But you can see that the circle of light is just abnormal. And it's not really giving you anything. Like, it's really difficult to see when you're looking this way. So now I'm going to show you the Observer Tools flashlight. Now remember what this looks like. All right, here we go. Now here's the Observer Tools flashlight. So now we have a very large, clear circle of light. Very, very clear. Very large. And the color of this light, that's the first thing that I noticed, was the color of this light. Allows you to see things much clearer. It's just a different color of LED. I like it. Now here, this one can also, we can also, if you really wanted to just focus everything into one area, we can also focus all the way down to that, which that kind of looks like the Stinger did, but this one gives you the option to open it up like that. And then we also have multiple modes. So if you want to save battery or you don't need it as bright, you can drop it down. So even that is probably around what the Stinger was showing. And this is on number 2. And then if you really want to take it down, you can take it down to a real dim light. Okay. And then we can turn it off. And then if we wanted to look at what those modes look like through the different, or what the flood looks like in different modes. So this is giving you a, this is still probably around the same as the Stinger right here. And this is on number 2. So that tells you, and even there, that gives you some, I mean, you can totally even see what that, I can see that whole shoebox right there. Reading that whole shoebox. And then back to this. All right. Right there. So, again, check this out. I think that you will really like it. I know I do. I use it now. This is my all-the-time flashlight. And, yeah. So, anyways, thanks for checking out the video. Thanks for checking out Nuts and Bolts with Tone. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell. You get notified of all of my future content, which is pretty awesome, by the way. I think you're going to want to watch it. Got a lot of cool things coming. And also check out my Instagram at Nuts and Bolts with Tone at Instagram. And Daily Life as a Mechanic. And I show you all kinds of random stuff. Tools, broken bolts, whatever. Funky stuff, cars, fixes, fails. We do it all. So, anyways, thanks for checking me out. We'll see you next time.